Okay. So we studied cleansing techniques. So let's divide our body into three parts. Okay. Or the digestive system. This is mouth, esophagus, and stomach, small intestine. And this one is the rectum. So what are the techniques to clean these areas? What we discussed.
The first one is 𝐘𝐽 for
Yes.
the mouth and esophagus and stomach.
So you understand what is 𝐾𝐽?
Drinking a lot of salt water and then vomiting
Yes. You practice this?
once a year.
No. Have you learned this?
Not yet, no.
Have we done
Yeah.
it or have we learned it?
Have you?
No, I've never
Yeah.
done it. We're doing it on Friday.
Okay. Great. You can do this once a week.
Oh,
Okay, that's fine.
Yes.
once a week.
Yes, this is a normal practice which can be done once a week or twice a week. Okay. Not every day. Then for small intestine. Do you remember something? You don't? That was a hint I gave you to cleanse this. Okay, it's 𝐬𝐤. What is it? 𝐬𝐤 prakshalan. Say it after me. 𝐬𝐤 prakshalan. So you guys are not answering, or I'm not able to hear it because of some technical issues. Please write in the chat box. Or is there no one at 𝐘𝐽? I see no one there.
We were on
We
mute.
were on mute, sorry.
Okay. All right, no issues. Yes, I want, response. Then only it's fun to teach. Okay. So, 𝐬𝐤 prakshalan. For small intestine. Yes, 𝐬𝐤 prakshalan. And for this, what do we have for rectum and descending colon?
Can you repeat the question?
What yogic practice, cleansing practice we have for rectum and descending colon?
I have no idea.
We did something yogic cleansing techniques. Okay,
The
it
enema?
is, yes, asti or enema.
How do you spell that?
Okay, there's a concept in naturopathy. If anyone goes to naturopathy treatment and then they say they have cold, you know what they will do? Suppose I go for naturopathy treatment, I tell them that, oh my God, I have got severe cold. Can you please give me some medicine or can you do some kind of treatment? So what will they do?
Can you repeat that?
Hmm?
I didn't hear the question. Can you
The
repeat that?
question is, suppose I have severe cold. Okay, my nose is blocked and I go for naturopathy treatment. Okay, so what is the first thing that they will ask me to do as treatment? Any ideas or any guessing? Just guess.
Nasal cleansing? No
First
idea.
of all, good answer. They'll ask me to do that, but first of all, they'll tell me to do anyone.
Excuse
Okay.
me. Could you
Yes.
please zoom in on the whiteboard a little bit? Oh, you've turned your
Yes.
camera off. Just make
Yes,
the
what?
whiteboard a bit bigger.
Sorry, I did not understand the question.
Could you move the camera a bit closer to the whiteboard? Just a little.
Okay. All right.
That's better. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So in naturopathy, they have a concept that a root cause of any disease in the body it lies in the rectum. Okay. If your body, they say that it is due to some toxins in your body. Okay. The concept of naturopathy is that if a person is having any disease, the root cause is that there are some toxins, and most of the toxins in the body are stored in the rectum. So that's why, first of all, they will clean this area, and then only they will go further. They'll go for nasal cleansing. Okay, there was some morbid matter in the body. Okay, and most of the morbid matter is present in the rectum, the descending colon. Okay, first they'll clean that. They clean this area. Only then they move forward. Okay. Then, like suppose I had cold, then they will go in cleaning these blockages. Okay. But first of all, they'll go for enema or vasti. And they can have variety of enemas. Okay. There is not just also in kunjal also you can use variety of water. In enema also you can use water, oil, ghee, then buttermilk. You know buttermilk?
Yeah, you make chicken with it.
Okay, okay, good. Yes. So if you do not know, you can Google it, buttermilk. Okay, it's used in enema also. Even that is used in enema. Okay. So this is what we studied in our previous class. And you know, there, like in old age, there are many issues that if you know, people, there was a time when people did not understand the cleansing of this area. Okay, and they would go through a lot of problems, like today due to stress. Okay, because of the lifestyle, there is a problem of IBS, irritable bowel syndrome. Okay, in that what happens, sometimes the person gets constipation, sometimes the person gets diarrhea. Okay, that is irritable bowel syndrome. The body doesn't understand. Sometimes it will create diarrhea, sometimes it will create constipation. Yes. So these are the problems related in this small intestine and rectum. Okay. And you can easily manage these kind of problems through these practices. Okay, whatever problem we have, like in stomach, what do we have? We can a person can get ulcer or acidity, gastritis. Okay, all these issues. Like what is gastritis? Gastritis is when there is too much of gas formation in the intestine or in the stomach, in the abdomen. Okay, and I told you that why it is caused. It's due to fermentation of all the food that we are taking in. Okay, and then in small intestine, we know that we can, whatever food is left over, we can manage through 𝐘𝐸. And in this descending colon or rectum, we can, like a person may suffer through diarrhea, constipation, IBS, And there are some really chronic issues, like if constipation is not treated properly, then a person can get fissures and all that. So it's better that if person cleanses body through this, like Kunjal once a week, Shankprakshala once a year, Vasti once a year, all this should be practiced to keep healthy. Like these are the minimum things that a person can do. Like if one cannot do some hard exercises, okay, but at least one can clean himself to avoid problems. You know, there's a story of an eagle. An eagle, what does it do? It lives for many years, okay, and many years, like uh, just like humans, they can live many years. So what happens at the age of 40? At the age of 40, what this eagle does, it breaks its feathers, it breaks its beak, and it goes to some mountains, okay, some secluded area where no one will disturb him. So why it is going there? Because it want to restart its life. Okay, so whatever old is there, it wants to get rid of it and start a new life. When it breaks its feathers, new ones will arrive. When it breaks its beak, a new beak will come out. So similarly, we have to, you know, whatever, as we are getting old, so we need to, through cleansing process, it is rejuvenating. Okay, whatever old things are there in the body, we need to get them out of our system. Okay, then only there are new things will happen. Okay, tell me one thing. You have a house. Okay, suppose you have a house, and you have like a bed here, a sofa here, then you have your study table and chair here. Okay, now can you fit in more things in your house? Probably one or two things here. Now what will you have to do if you want to have suppose if you want to add, what can we add in the suppose you want to increase the size of the bed. Suppose this is like 3x4, but you think that you need, sorry, 3x6, but now you feel that you need to have a 7x6 bed. Okay, what do you have to do? First you'll have to remove this and also this. Only then you can have a huge bed in your house. Okay, similarly, we have to first clean our body. Only then what we receive from the nature or whatever we get into our system, it can fit in easily. Similarly, okay, if you when you breathe in, breathe out, what is more important, breathing in or breathing out?
Out.
Breathing out. What is more important, breathing in or breathing out? Just say anything. There is no correct answer to this. Just say anything that comes in your mind.
Yeah, I
Just
guess
say
the breathing
something.
out.
Yes, please.
I guess the breathing out.
Breathing out. Why?
Because it's easier to breathe out longer than it is to breathe in longer.
Okay, fine. Anyone else? Okay, no one. Yes, you see, breathing in and breathing out, they both are important, but I feel breathing out is a little bit more important because when you breathe in. Okay. If you do not empty it, you cannot breathe in again. Okay. So when you empty, like it depends. Okay, you can see it in your practice also. Okay. First, you just, okay, everyone just sit straight and just close your eyes, spinal cord straight. Close your eyes gently. Just keep sitting like this. Yes, watch your breath. Now, on the count till 8, breathe in. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Relax. Now, second time, first we will inhale, exhale, and then inhale. Okay. So we'll inhale for the 8 count and we'll exhale for again 8 count. Okay. Close your eyes gently, spinal cord straight. Normally breathe in and breathe out. Empty your lungs. Now inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And exhale slowly. Just sit in that state. Okay, so did you feel any difference? I do not see anyone. Okay, so was there any difference when you were breathing in normally and when you breathe in after exhaling out?
It's easier.
It's easier, yes. So when you empty something, only then it's easier to fill it again. Okay, that's why exhalations are longer, so that you can empty your lungs, so that when you refill your lungs, it's easier for you. The body is more accepting of it. Okay, yes. Okay, so let's do angular movements today. Okay, so in angular movements, what do we have? We have abduction and adduction. Abduction is when moving away from the midline. When, and adduction is when moving towards the midline. Okay, you see, suppose this is a human body. Okay. Yes. So what is the midline? Midline of this is the midline. Okay. So we are taking an example of the hand, the arm. Okay. Suppose the arm is like this. Now it moves away from the body. Now this movement, this away from the midline, this is called abduction. This is abduction. If it is moving back, then it's called adduction. Okay. If this is the midline, this is the midline. Okay. If the hand, okay, it can be a leg also. Like for leg, if it is moving like this. Okay, this movement is called abduction. And if it is going like this, it's called adduction. Okay. How do you remember this? Because these names are similar, you can get confused. Okay. So there's a trick to remember the meaning of abduction and adduction. So you see this ad. Okay. Adduction is when the hand is going towards the midline. Yani ki towards the body. That means it's adding up the volume. It's adding up the volume. So adduction. It's adding to the volume. Okay. If you remove the arm, there is less volume. Now it's when the arm is coming towards the body, it's adding to the volume. Okay, it's just a trick to remember. If the arm is coming towards the midline, towards the body, okay, it's adduction. If it is moving away, it's abduction. Any confusion in that?
No.
Okay. Now, if I'm moving my fingers like this, can you tell me which one is abduction, which one is adduction? Can you tell me which one is abduction, which one is adduction? This one is like this, okay, this. I have tried to draw this here, and this one here, this, this. Can you tell me which one is abduction and which one is adduction? 1 or 2?
Abduction is on the left. One.
This
number
one
sorry.
is, this
Yeah,
one is
abduction.
abduction. Okay. No, actually, you see, I've told you adduction is when it's adding to the volume. Okay, means it's coming together. When it's coming together, it's adduction. Okay, they are coming up together, it's adduction. Because here you see the midline is here. This is the midline. So if it is moving away from the midline, it's away, it's abduction. If it is moving towards the midline, it's called adduction. So here, this one is.
Oh, number 2 is an open hand. It's got like the fingers webbed.
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh, right.
Is the diagram not clear?
No.
This one is closed finger, this one is open fingers. Okay.
Yes.
Yes. I'm improving on my arts. So maybe next month it will be even better. Okay. Yes. So you can take a screenshot of this. Yes. So there are another set of terms: flexion, extension. Decrease in angle of two bones is called flexion. Increase in that angle is called extension. Example, here you see. Now, this is 180 degree. Okay. Now, if I do this movement, okay, I am decreasing the angle. Now it is 90 degree and I have reduced it even further. This is flexion. When you're moving, increasing that angle, it's extension. Flexion, extension. Flexion, extension. Okay, so flexion is decrease in angle of two bones. Extension is increase in that angle. Okay, you can take screenshot. So flexion is decreasing the angle. Extension is increasing the angle. Decrease angle, increase angle. Okay, next is lateral flexion. Next is we'll study some movements in the spinal cord. Okay. So next is lateral flexion. Lateral flexion. Have you done this 𝐘𝐽 Okay, like this is normal state. Then there is what do you call to this asana? Yes. What do you call to this asana?
Trikonasana.
Yes, Trikonasana. Okay. I'm asking you because there are sometimes there are different terminology. Okay. In India itself, we have like different institutes, and different institutes say through different names. So probably you say some other name. So I was confirming. Okay, so this is Trikonasana. In Trikonasana, what is happening? You are bending sideways. And when you're bending sideways, your spinal cord also is bending. And that bend is called lateral flexion of the spinal cord. Okay, so when you're standing like this spinal cord is straight, but when you're bending towards your left or towards your right, your spinal cord is also bending, and that bend in the spinal cord is called the lateral flexion. Okay, you can take a screenshot of this. So any other movement of the spinal cord which you do in your practice? This is the side bending I told you. Twisting. Okay, like I'll try to draw a diagram of this. Okay. Your hands are how to put, okay, in front of you. I don't know how to draw diagram. This probably this is in front of you like this, okay, like this here at shoulder level, okay, at open at the shoulder arm length of your shoulders. Okay, now what happens? You are twisted, okay, you have twisted. The legs are like that only. Legs are there only, and this portion is also like that only. Rest you have twisted like, okay, I can draw it this. Now here you see this eye and your hair and your arms are like that. Something, I don't know. You know, Kati Chakrasana. Yes, I think now I have successfully drawn the diagram. Okay, so yes, now it's looking like Kati Chakrasana. Yes. So first, when you're standing like this is neutral position, and then you try to look backwards. Okay, moving from your waistline, So what is happening? Spinal cord here is straight. Okay, it is intact, but it is moving from this area. This area it is moving. So this situation is called a twisting. Like your spinal cord, this is stable. Okay, this is not moving, but this is twisting this side, or this is stable, or it is twisting towards this side. So this is twisting. We all know this. You can take screenshot of this. Next movement of spinal cord is axial extension. Extension. Okay, we are trying to extend the spinal cord. Axial extension. Okay, so you know that our spinal cord, this is the side view. Okay, this is not the front view or posterior view. This is the side view. Okay, it looks like S. Fine. When we do Tadasana, this is normal situation. Okay. Now, a person is trying to extend the spinal cord. What will happen? He is on his toes and the arms are upwards. Okay. Tadasana. Tadasana. So in this Tadasana, what is happening? We are trying to elongate the spinal cord and we are trying to reduce the curves. Okay, we are trying to reduce the curves. We're trying. What is axial extension? Axial extension is when you're trying to extend the spinal cord, and in that process, the curves of the spinal cord are reduced. Okay, this is normal and this is extended. Okay, like this is the normal situation here, normal, and here in Tadasana, this is the extended, in which the curves are reduced and it is elongated. So this movement is called axial extension. You can take screenshot. Okay, next is rotation and circumduction. So what is rotation? Rotation is like when you're rotating along the axis. Okay, when you're rotating along the axis, this is a rotation. And circumduction is that whole movement of the arm. This is circumduction. Okay, this full rotation of the arm is called circumduction. And rotating, revolving the arm along its axis, this is called rotation. So rotation is when you're revolving it around its own axis. Around its own axis. Around this axis. Circumduction is when you are rotating it Yes. This rotation is called circumduction, and revolving it around its own axis, this is called rotation. Okay. Now we have hand movements. It is ulnar deviation. And next is radial. Okay. So here you see, this is your thumb, this is your small finger. So here, this is a radius. This is ulnar. Okay. If you move like this is towards your small finger or the ulnar. Okay, this is ulnar deviation. Okay. If you move your hand like this, okay, if you move your hand, this is neutral position, you move it like this. So I'm moving my hand towards in the direction of the small finger, towards the ulnar. It's called ulnar deviation. If I move my hand towards my thumb, okay, it's called radial deviation. So it's like this. Okay. So here is the diagram. If you move like this, are you able to see? No, it's not visible. Yes, it's not visible. And so there are two situations. One is moving towards the small finger, another is moving towards the thumb. So moving towards the small finger is ulnar deviation. Moving towards the thumb or radius is called radial deviation. So if you move your hand like this, ulnar, radial, ulnar, radial. Okay, you can take screenshot. And third is opposition. Opposition is the movement of thumb and little finger towards each other. Opposition is movement of thumb and little finger towards each other. This movement is called opposition. Okay, so we have studied ulnar deviation, radial deviation, and opposition. Ulnar deviation is when the hand is moving towards the ulna, because we have ulna bone here, and radial is when the hand is moving towards the thumb or towards the radius bone here, present here. Okay, that's it for today. We'll continue this tomorrow. Have a great practice. Let's chant Om 3 times. Close your eyes, spinal cord straight, long deep breath in and breathe out. Keep your eyes closed. Again, breathe in for Omkar. Om. 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 Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Rub your palms, put them on your eyes, and come back slowly. Have a great day. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow.